Okay, it's recording. So hello everyone. I am joined today by a dear friend of mine, Pratik. He's working as a platform advocate at DrDroid. Pratik, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Thank you, Manvendra, for introducing me on your platform. So
Mhm.
I'm Pratik, a founding platform advocate at DrDroid. So I joined recently couple of months back, and so I think that's some pretty much a short intro about me.
Okay. So as a you are the founding platform advocate, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell a bit more about what's your role like? What's your day-to-day responsibilities, and what kind of thing do you manage?
Sure. So basically, platform advocate is just an extension to DevRel and developer advocate, I can say. But currently in Dr. my role is more about like how can I promote Dr. Riot, and also I work on the infrastructure side uh, like managing the containers, managing Kubernetes paths and infrastructure. So these are my day-to-day roles. So basically, I gave talks at conferences. I manage the booths at events and conferences for Dr. Rod, and apart from that, like I deal with the clients to help them with the SRE issues, help them with their infrastructure issues in my day-to-day tasks.
Okay, that's awesome. You said that you recently joined DrDroid, right? And I also
Yeah,
remember that you gave a talk on SRE days.
yeah.
So can you tell a bit more, like how was your experience, like giving that talk, and what did you talk about?
Yeah, so basically, I talk on I give a talk on at SRE day that is related to AIOps, and that is
Hmm.
AI SRE. As we all know, like the everything is going into the AI space, AI narrative space. So
Hmm.
Dr. Roy is basically an AI SRE agent. So the talk was more about how AI SRE agent can help your SRE engineers to reduce their production issues in a couple of
Hmm.
minutes. Because as an SRE engineer or as a DevOps engineer, if you are on call, so you are peace actually, right? So at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m., if anything happens, you are just talking with the God.
Yeah, you're
Right.
the first one
So
to get reached out.
yeah. So that's when AI SRE I think comes in. So they have all the things that needs to know because, for example, let's say if you are an SRE engineer and you are working in
Hmm.
a company for more than 2 years, so
Hmm.
you know that which service is where and what kind of issue we can get actually, right? So
Hmm.
AI SRE agent is actually that senior engineer. So he knows
Hmm.
that this service is connected there and this might be the root cause for it. So
Hmm.
Dr. is also doing the same kind of things. So once you integrate Dr. Dart in your infrastructure, it will
Hmm.
correlate all of your stacks. That may be Grafana, that may be
Hmm.
Kubernetes, that may be Datadog, any tools.
Hmm.
And based on that, and it creates a knowledge graph or context memory. So it knows everything and everything about your system. Okay, so once an issue happens, you can just ask the doctor or agent or any AISR agent, hey, so I got this issue. Can you please find a root RCA for it and give it a fix for me? And it find the RCA in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting, actually. Uh, I'm sure you're having a great time working as a platform advocate there, and you recently moved to Bangalore, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So, how's your experience been?
Uh, can't say much. I just moved a couple of days before. I haven't explored anything now. I just went to DMart for my stuffs. That was my actually experience till now. But yeah, I
Uh,
have been to Bangalore a couple of times before for AWS Summit
mhm,
and for also Python Summit last year.
mhm.
Pretty much, I think pretty decent experience till now. I am trying different foods to get a much better experience. But I don't think the place is loving me. But yeah, let's
Yeah,
hope.
that's super the best. Yeah. Also, another question. If I'm right, you also contributed to Open Telemetry, right? You made some.
Yeah.
You have been pretty active in the open source landscape, and you have made some significant, contributions. Can you touch a bit more on that part?
Yeah. So basically, I have been contributing to open source from my second year, actually, second year of engineering. So
Mm-hmm.
like I got to know about open source has kind of thing. I got to know about GSOC first, and from them I got to know about open source. Okay, so if you contribute to open source, you will get into GSOCs, and they will pay you like something around 2.5 and 3 lakh rupees. So initially, actually, that was the my intention to contribute to open source. But once
Mm-hmm.
I got into the community, once I become the part of CNCF Pune, and like CNCF landscape, I explore the CNCF kind of things, like what it does, how it works actually. So then I got to know like how it can help you and how it help your career actually to grow. So from third year, actually, I contributed to couple of open source projects, like for example, Microx, OpenTelemetry, Docs, and Kubernetes Docs. So I have contributed to Kubernetes mostly on the documentation side, not on the code actually. But
Mm-hmm.
but mostly I contributed my time to OpenTelemetry, that on the collector side and that on the doc side. So basically, contributing to open source actually define what you think and how you think. Actually, that is my perspective. See,
Mm-hmm.
uh, in today's world, actually, every founder wants that. Every startup founder wants their employees to actually work on the production environment directly, rather than being tested on like pre or beta environment, right? And I think everyone will completely agree with this. So basically, I think open source is the place where you actually work in the production, right? Because once you create a PR, your PR directly merge in the production environment. So that's where I think complete games happen actually. See,
Mm-hmm.
documentation is never about like being the part of GSOC or LFX mentorship, right? Because I have been a part of the college, I have been a part of the that group where people think, okay, so if you contribute for 3 months, 4 months, you will get the GSOC, you will get LFX, and yeah, you will get a stipend of 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, something around stuffs. But once I being more in the community, right? I feel open source is more about people. Open source is more about how you can improve that project and how you
Mm-hmm.
can make it more better, right? So that's what I think open telemetry has taught me more than anyone else, because I have been that guy who started open source for like for GSOC kind of things, for LFX kind of things. But yeah, I still haven't cracked that. But no worries, I have been a maintainer of open telemetry now, open telemetry documentation now. So I don't think that matters now because I am earning more.
Yeah, definitely. Like the contribution you have made has have much more impact rather than getting into the GSOC, I think.
Yeah.
And your work speaks for itself. So yeah, kudos to you. Also, another thing that I would like to cover is you've started your own club in your college journey, right? You recently
Hmm.
graduated
Yeah,
with
yeah.
an awesome CGPA, and right now you're working as a advocate, as I mentioned. So, what do you think like the role that like running a community played for you in getting this role as well?
So I think being a part of Linux Club and organizing the kind of things I have done in my college career has been,
Mm-hmm.
I think I have been here because of that. I can say that because
Mm-hmm.
uh, I will tell you my story. Actually, I have been a very decent guy in terms of studying and all kinds of things. Right, I have been from
Mm-hmm.
a third year engineering college with zero placement. I'm not defining. I'm not degrading my college, but I'm just
Mm-hmm.
telling you the truth. Okay, so for me the only option was like, okay, let's do something, you have to work hard to get something, because I have saw people from tier 3 college who just doing college, and at the end they are left with nothing. So I don't want to be that person. actually. And actually, I thanks to my senior who introduced me this part, actually, these club communities and all the stuff that happen around technical thing. Okay, so in my first year I went to cloud community day that was happened in Pune, and
Mm-hmm.
from there I got to know about, okay, so this kind of thing also happen in tech industry. So then we started the Linux Club in my own college. So basically, that was more about helping students learn more about what is Linux, and how it works actually. So where we like where we started like organizing meetups, organizing like hackathons in the college environment for more than a year. So when I when I got my first internship, that was at Kepler as a DevRel. So I think that was because of the Linux Club, because I have been pretty much active, pretty much organizing the events, meetups around the Pune. So that was my first role, which I got from the Linux Club. And then I thought, okay, so I have done enough for the college. Let's take it one step more forward. Then we organized the hack days with Linux Club and MLH. That was in June. Sorry, that was in January. So this was
Mm-hmm.
the first major events we organized in Pune, and from that, like, I never looked back. Like, so we collaborate with a couple of more like communities around Gujarat, and also around Bangalore. So for organizing the meetups. And I think for platform engineering, so for this role, I think my online talks, I can say the talks I gave at KubeCon India previously, and also
Mm-hmm.
at a couple of community meetups in Pune. So that was the real major reason because of I got this job. Because I'm saying this honestly. I know this will going on, this will be live. So my founder actually said me, okay, I saw your talks, these are really good, so don't give me any interview, just join. Actually, this was the pretty much like conversation we had before they hire me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what
So
actually
like,
I did. Okay.
I
Go ahead.
think your work speaks for itself. Like you didn't even had to go through an interview process. Like,
No, yeah,
like,
no, so that's not the thing actually. You have to go to
mhm.
the interview for any kind
Oh,
of job. But yeah,
mhm,
so basically, I can say this is the Siddharth who is my founder. So he
mhm,
actually watched a couple of my talks at KubeCon India, and I think we also met previously at KubeCon
mhm,
India, Hyderabad. So I think he know me and he's following me from that time. So once they open the role for developer relations intern, I join,
mhm,
and they gave me a couple of tasks that is related to their project, that is context builder. So I
mhm,
gave him a like solution for it, and I think from that assignment he impressed, and that's why he offered a role. But yeah, I think this work also means a lot to me, because I have been approached by lots of organizations for
mhm,
DevRel. So, okay, so we are having an open source project. Can you be a part of this so that we can improve it? So this kind of
mhm.
stuff.
Yeah, I think your technical depth and your community work both like combine, like
Mm,
give you an edge over anyone else, I would say.
right, right, right.
Uh, and you also spoke at KubeCon. I think you also visited KubeCon this year as well. There was a
Yeah,
booth of DrDroid, if I'm
mm,
not wrong.
correct.
Yeah. So how was your experience with KubeCon? What was it like? How was the crowd?
So honestly saying, the only conference I like in India is KubeCon.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because I have been a part of KubeCon only two times. The first time when it was organized in Delhi, so like I missed it because of my exams. I really wanted to go, but I didn't have any options. But yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
made it to Hyderabad, KubeCon Hyderabad last year. So actually, the KubeCon comes with the co-located events, that is Open Source Summit, Open SSL Community Day, and also a
Hmm.
KubeAuto Day, which happened first time in India this year.
Yeah.
I think so. KubeCon India is like a week festival for tech industry in
Hmm.
India actually, because see, as I'm saying from a like attendee perspective, not from a sponsor or not from like a founder who is looking for some client or kind of customer stuff. I'm sharing my experience as an attendee. Like if you are a student, if you are a employee, attendee who want to learn more about what is happening in tech industry, and if you are looking for a job, I would suggest invest your time, invest your money in KubeCon India, because I guarantee you the conversation I had there, they are more
Hmm.
better than like what I have like talked with the people, what I have listened from the people till now, because there they talk about how actually things are working in their organization, like, and what can you do to improve it actually, right? Because
Hmm.
this kind of talks actually happen in person uh, with that kind of people, because once you share that knowledge with the same mindset na, so you actually get
Hmm.
the response which you want. So KubeCon India is filled with that kind of mindset actually, because I have been a part of AWS Summit Bangalore. I have been a part of lots of conferences all over the India. Hopefully, I will be in like Ireland in couple of months for SRECon. So, but I feel Indian conferences are more about like uh, more about like talking with the people and creating like having the networking for
Hmm.
now actually, because see currently what's happening, more of people are going for networking, right? People are
Hmm.
having like people are chatting with the people, chatting with the other attendees, like for like for next generation things, that may be AI SRE, that may be AI ops, or that may be anything happening in the AI industry. But I
Hmm.
feel in India currently the kind of uh, what the kind of
Crowd or the people they are
the,
joining in.
the kind of curiosity or the crowd, I think the kind of crowd
Hmm.
it has been degrading. I think that is happening all over the conferences which are happening in India, because I don't
Hmm.
know why it is happening, because I have organizing the meetups, the people
Hmm.
are coming for I should not say this as an organizer, but people are coming for a more free stuffs rather than to learn something, right? Because
Hmm. Yeah.
I have been the part of that group actually. I know
Hmm.
like what other person should expect and are expecting from us, right? So
Hmm.
I think it should get better. The mindset should get better of the attendees, of the more developers or people who are attending the conferences, to learn to get something for you from the conference.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Even speaking from my own perspective, I've hosted multiple events. I also did like the AWS community there are some.
Correct.
And throughout the all these events, one thing was common, like people like of course there were some people who were genuinely interested and wanted to know more, but large number of people was also there for free food and getting the swags,
See,
which is
see,
completely
from
okay.
100% you will have like 30 to 40% who are genuinely there for something, to gain something,
Hmm.
right? But
Hmm.
what is important, that 60% or 50% crowd which are just here for, which are just showing here for
Hmm.
something kind of stuffs, that may be goodies, that may be stickers, for that kind of thing. So
Hmm.
this kind of audience actually uh, will actually benefit you for in terms of like, in terms of like the organizer. But
Hmm.
as a person who you are like, you are not organizing for selling, right? You are
Hmm.
organizing for give it a better back to the community. But
Hmm.
so I feel as an organizer, I think whoever are coming to my conferences, my meetups, is going back with something kind of knowledge from it, right?
Hmm.
By that may be from the talks, that may be from that may be from the conversation they had there, but not just like they are come here for the facts or this kind of stuff. Because I feel in Pune, I'm talking about the Pune kind of thing because I don't know about other cities.
Mm-hmm.
If you organize a conference, there is a massive student community going there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you take a like if you had 100 capacity of the attendees, I'm
Mm-hmm.
damn sure that 80% will be the students and 20 will be
Mm-hmm.
the employees
Working
who
professional.
are working in a so I think that that is actually pretty good in terms of a point. But
Mm-hmm.
as a student, as I feel this should also understand like what event they should attend and what kind of knowledge they are going to have. Because if you are going at at a meetup who is for the most senior professional, it doesn't make a
Mm-hmm.
sense. Because let's say, because as a doctor developer advocate, I'm sponsoring any kind of meetup for me. So
Mm-hmm.
I will only expect a senior level professional, right? I don't
Mm-hmm.
give a shit about students. Even I will ask the organizers like, why are you bringing the students to my meetup, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually true reality of Indian communities or Indian students, that their mindsets are like, I think that I can say are trash, because they are
Mm-hmm.
more like sticking towards gifts and the stickers and kind of attractive things, I can say.
Yeah, I understand that. I think what you're trying to point out here is the intention matters more than what you are like
Correct,
saying going
correct,
for.
correct,
If your
correct,
intention is just to grab goodies and get free food, I think you can do that anywhere, any meetup. Like there are
correct,
different type
correct.
of like the non-technical events also where you can get grab food or just some t-shirts. But I think intention is what matters the most when it comes to community. If you're going there to network with people, to exchange ideas, learn something from the other person there, and not just free food. I think that's something important, and that's something I've noticed as well. And
Hmm.
I really think that that changes with some time.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. On to the next part of our talk. You have also worked really closely with technical side. As you mentioned, you have made contribution to the like the
Open
Kubernetes,
telemetry collectors. Yeah.
yeah, open telemetry and Kubernetes as well. So as a someone who's working in the community part, how do you manage the technical depth as well? Because a lot of time have been like you might have spent a lot of time doing community initiatives. So how do you find to make sure that you also have the technical depth as well?
Okay. So basically, see, as a developer advocate, you should understand like what is going behind of a
Hmm.
product, right? So for that, you need to understand like you actually the people are saying AI is here. You don't need to be good at coding, but honestly, you
Hmm.
need to understand like what's going on and what is happening. So for that,
Hmm.
you need to understand the code, because if you are not understanding it, you are just going blank, right? So let's say if you are at a conference, if you I am explaining my product to a senior engineer, CTO or VP, and he asks me, okay, so are you using vector database in the backend? Like I don't know about it. So what will I respond?
Hmm.
So at that point, you should know, okay, what is happening, what we are using, and what kind of things we are actually doing. So for that
Hmm.
kind of things, you need to know more on that. You need to be on more on the technical side. Okay. So for any kind of developer relation person or DevRel engineer or developer advocate engineer, so you
Hmm.
have to manage the technical side with your community works. Like let's say I'm doing a I'm contributing to open telemetry docs, collector, and helm charts. Like I've been a part of that process for almost now 6 months. Okay. So what are kind of work I have do with the community, that may be like being in the that community call, monthly community call. Okay. Apart from that, how much I'm contributing to that site, that also matters. Because community work is one thing, and being technical and being contributing that part is a different kind of thing, and you have to keep both at the same space for being good, actually.
Hmm.
Because I think a good developer advocate person is the guy who knows community well and technical side well, actually.
Okay. Yeah. completely makes sense. Completely agree with you. Also, let's say if someone is watching this video, it's still the first video, so yeah, hoping that it gets it get good response. Uh, is there like any path you would recommend someone who want to get started into the DevRel side or the DevOps side? Like what, like a separate path for both of from your experience?
From my experience, actually, see, I think if any a student is watching, if any kind of
Hmm.
like computer engineer who is going, who want to be in the DevRel, so first thing I want to like clarify that assumption. DevRel is not about traveling to conferences, enjoying good foods in another country. So
Hmm.
yeah, these kind of things happen, but these are the rarely thing happen in developer advocacy kind of advocacy role. So that the DevRel is more about how you outgrow your organization's products and how you like market it with the developers or with your customers. So
Hmm.
that is that is about developer advocacy actually. So if anyone want to start if anyone want to get into DevRel, I think my first thing will be on the technical side more before getting into community. It's good if you are started a community works already, but before that, be on the technical side because that's what matter. At the end, people or customers are going to ask you what did you actually use in the back end to make this kind of thing. Like for example, if I am saying the DrDroid is going to help you to resolve the issue in 4 minutes, so a senior engineer will definitely ask how it will help me to get it solved in 4 minutes. Like why only 4 minutes? So you actually should know okay, what is happening in the back. So that's where technical parts comes in. So I think that's the main thing to before getting into DevRel actually. And one thing I always suggest, be into the open source environment because that's the best place where you get start with the community work and where you will find a lot of actual opportunities going into your career. Because I have been the part of the like actually a 3 to 4 open source project. Like first one is Microx where I started, second one is Kubernetes, third one is Open Telemetry, and the fourth one was actually first one was my actually first organization that is Kepler, but that is not
Hmm.
more in open source. But they are on the same landscape. Forget about them. So yeah, I have been the part of these three major open source projects. Kubernetes, anyone know Kubernetes, right? Anyone?
Hmm.
So Open Telemetry is gaining a lot of popularity these days. Open Telemetry is the second largest CNC project in the landscape, right? If you
Hmm.
might know. So like currently the more companies are adopting the open telemetry and observability space, they are going in the observability space, right? So you should actually get hands on open source project because that's actually a route of getting into the community side, I can say. So so yeah, be active in the community, be active, go check out what's happening in the like tech industries. Because as you know, if you're on a Twitter and if anything happens, if Anthropic launch any feature, any model, and if you're on a Twitter, your inbox are flooded, right? And
Yeah.
actually that's a good I think that's a best thing I love about Twitter because
Hmm.
people are genuinely posting good stuff there. Because I find about LinkedIn are shitty because every content is AI generated there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Recently, I posted a post and I refined it to the AI. And
Hmm.
you actually know that. I actually know that. Right.
Hmm.
So I think Twitter is the best place to connect with the people, to have a good connection with the people. So yeah, my like advice will be there. Go create an account on Twitter, start posting about whatever you're doing in public, just post it. People will actually
Hmm.
notice there. And if you want to get the job in future, build in public actually. I know that's a like pretty old formula, but it still works and it's still trustworthy actually.
Yeah. I think that's how it's worked for me as well. Like we were like even before joining my university, as I got to know about building in public, how to get started with DevOps, Kubernetes, and all of that. And I think it have given me a leverage compared to those who didn't do it. And it builds credibility for you, which is really
Completely.
important in these times. Yeah.
Because I think in this era actually where you can fake all the things, your personal
Mm-hmm.
proof matter, your proof of work matter actually. And GitHub is the place where you can just show the recruiter or any founder, okay, hey, I have done this kind of contribution in this kind of project. You can just see, have a look at it, because that's where actually matters now. I think no one is going to see your resume at now because uh, because the where I'm actually working now, he I just asked me, I don't give a shit about your resume. This is
Mm-hmm.
the assignment, just do that and give me your response for it. So actually that's a pretty much that's the kind of thing are happening currently in the industry now. So I think that's the best thing you can do now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. If I get through a process like that, I would be really grateful
Yeah.
because like it saves a lot of time for you, and you don't have to spend like a week or so just going from one technical round to another one, right?
Yeah, correct. Because I think, yeah, so these kind of rounds will still happen in the big MNCs, but
Mm-hmm.
the startup founders, the currently startups who are doing good in their spaces, like are
Mm-hmm.
believing in the proof of work. Because I have been on the table where I have sit with the founders actually, and they say the same thing about me. I don't care about what you written in your resume. Just show me your work, and we will have a talk about it. So that's the thing. That's the end of the thing, actually.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. So I think those were everything that I wanted to talk about and touch upon. Pratik, do you have any questions for me or anything?
I don't think have any questions for you, but I think I really love the initiatives. Like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people's who want to listen a conversation, because I think the generation is evolving. I think because before 2 3 years we were like watching some movies on YouTube, but now we are watching the Nikhil Kamat's podcast on the YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are watching more about technical side, how the people's mindset works. We are
Mm-hmm.
like we want to know about mindsets of the people. We want to know about the real conversation happening. So I
Mm-hmm.
think this kind of connection will really help people's or maybe any students or any working professionals, like if
Mm-hmm.
they want to do any kind of things. So yeah, I think this is really good initiative. Yeah, please keep the good work for the community actually.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I think that was it for the first episode of Rel-in-Dev. I'm going to post all the socials of Pratik down in the description, and you can check them out. So yeah, see ya. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much.